How to measure the return on investment on your social media efforts? I get asked that question all the time. It seems to be the biggest mystery. So I'm going to be demystifying that in today's video. Hey, welcome to Digital Dental Marketing Made Easy. I'm your host, Natalia Porras. And as usual, I like to share the knowledge that we've accumulated over the past number of years in terms of dental marketing. In today's video, I'm going to be covering a topic that I get asked about all the time, which is how to measure ROI on my social media efforts, specifically for my dental practice. Step number one is before you leap into social media, you need to set your objectives. So you need to know why you're getting started with social media in the first place. And I know that all of you are throwing at me in the comments below, I want to get new patients. That's amazing. We're going to get to that. But you might have a couple more objectives, such as retention of current patients. So that's something else that maybe you weren't thinking about today. So let's dive into what I mean with retention of current patients. So when you get into social media, you're putting up posts, you're talking about your current treatments. What you're trying to do with that is you're trying to remain top of mind with your current patients so that they call in and book an appointment with you without you having to remind them that their 6-month appointment is due. So that's part of the retention of current patients. Also, an objective that you might think about is sort of increasing word of mouth with current patients. So what happens with social media is that a patient of yours might actually be able to recommend you publicly on Facebook. A lot of people, and this happens quite a bit in groups, will ask, I am new in Montreal or I'm new in this town and I am looking for a dental clinic. And so they ask publicly, please send your recommendations. And that patient that is really happy and knows that you have a Facebook account is going to say, I recommend this dental clinic. They're fantastic, amazing service. And you will actually be able to see that. So that's part of the efforts and your objectives that you have for your social media. So those are two objectives. The other one could be, of course, to increase brand awareness in your local area. And we're going to see how we can track and how we can measure what kind of results you could get in terms of increasing also brand awareness. So I've talked about more or less 3 objectives here. One, which is new patients. We all want new patients, of course. Second one, which is the retention of your current patients. And the third one is increasing word of mouth via your current patients using social media. And actually there's a fourth objective that I talked about, which is to increase brand awareness locally. So step number 2 is being able to set up everything so that you could track properly all of your metrics and know whether you're getting really good results. So what do you need to do? You need to install a Facebook pixel onto your website, and that might sound very techy. I promise you it's not. We've actually created a video for you that explains step by step how you could go and you can install that Facebook pixel onto your website, but this is a must step. You cannot miss this step. Okay, so go and check out our video and see how you can install your Facebook pixel onto your website and the importance of setting up a Facebook pixel onto your website. Second thing that you need to do on your website so that you can track your results is you're going to have access to Google Analytics. Again, it sounds a bit techy. It really is not. If you need to do so, you could actually outsource this to your website person, whoever is really handling your website, if you think this is a bit too complicated. Otherwise, you could do it yourself, and it's really not that difficult to get your Google Analytics installed. Now, for new patients, it's a bit of a different story. The reason why is because what you're doing on social media is you're going to be sending traffic back to your website, because for you to be able to say, I got a new patient, you want to make sure that they are converting on your website. And what does that conversion represent? It represents an event, which is a booking of an appointment. So that's when Google Analytics come into place. What you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to know that if someone comes from social media to your website and they take an action, which would be submit a form, for example, to request an appointment, that means that that person came from social media and you have a new patient. So you're going to go onto Google Analytics and you're going to look at the traffic that is coming in from social media specifically, and you're going to see if anyone went through the whole social media funnel to convert to request an appointment. Comment below if you have any questions about Google Analytics or how to track new patients using Google Analytics. But here's a pro tip for you I want you to use. This is something called Campaign URL Builder. It's done by Google, so simply go on Google and search it. Now, once you go on it, it's going to ask you a number of questions. So for example, you're going to put in there website URL, campaign source, meaning Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn, campaign medium, and campaign name, as well as any kind of campaign term. And this is all for you. Why are we putting in all of these terms? So that later on, when you look at your Google Analytics, you're able to know where traffic is coming from. So this little tool, again called Campaign URL Builder, is going to provide you a link. And within that link, you're going to see that it has all of the information that you've inputted. So what you do with that link is that you use it on your social media posts or on your campaigns, for example. And so when people are clicking on that and they're going, for example, to your website, later on Google Analytics, you're going to be able to see that, okay, so this campaign is doing really well because it got, let's say, 25 clicks, and the medium was, let's say, Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. So you're going to be able to attribute traffic really specifically based on the kind of campaign that is working or the kind or the platform where this campaign was published on. So that's a pro tool. Before I let you go, I have a complete guide to digital marketing for dental practices. We've put all sorts of things in there that are going to help you get started and be able to track things as well as set some objectives. Download it. The link is in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Every single week we post up videos that will provide you information, tutorials, step-by-steps, and all sorts of really good information that is going to help you grow your practice using smart digital marketing strategies. I will see you next time, same place.